Highlights presented by Meade Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber. We're at Windsor High School for the North Coast Section Division II quarterfinals, and it's the Windsor Jaguars hosting the Santa Rosa Panthers. Santa Rosa and their quarterback Isaiah Steele pulled off a road win last week over Northgate. Windsor won the first meeting between these schools, and Windsor was able to do a lot of damage on the ground that night. Here they come on their opening drive, and the Windsor Jags go to the ground. David Escarcega, and he gets down inside the 25-yard line for a big Windsor first down. A few plays later, the quarterback Kobe Roman keeps it himself and dives across for the first score of the night. It's 7-0. Here's Cassius Banks going up and getting one as the Panthers drive down the field. First and goal, Santa Rosa, but now on fourth down, he can't come down with it, and Windsor holds. The first quarter comes to an end with the Jags up 7-0. Windsor now trying to get out of their own end zone, and it's Jordan Diaz who takes this pass, breaks a tackle, and gives Windsor some breathing room as he gets all the way out near the 40-yard line. But now the pitch out is fumbled by David Escarcega, and it's picked up by J.V. Long. Santa Rosa takes over, and they get on the board.
Blake Thomas on a handoff. Thomas trying to get to the outside edge. Breaks a tackle and dives. He's in. Touchdown, Santa Rosa. And the Panthers are on the board.
6 yards later.
Blake Thomas ties the score at 7-7, and the Santa Rosa crowd is feeling good. Huge crowd here at Windsor. But then Jackson Bauman takes the handoff on the very next play, and he goes the distance 60 yards to the house, and Windsor retakes the lead just like that, 14-7 here in the second quarter. Jackson Bauman with a huge run. Santa Rosa now trying to get a drive together, and this pass is fumbled and picked up by Marcellus Sands, and Sands gets all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Steele trips him up, but the Jags have a golden opportunity, and they wouldn't get points out of it as Olin Piotr, their kicker, puts 3 on the board from 29 yards out. And at the half, it is 17-7, Windsor over Santa Rosa here in the North Coast Section Division II quarterfinals. We go to the third quarter now, and it's Windsor on a drive. This pass goes to Jorgen Sarganis, and check him out as he makes some unbelievable moves, breaks a couple tackles, and ends up going the distance to make it 24-7. Things looking good for Windsor as they begin to feel like they are going to advance here in this North Coast Section bracket. Santa Rosa now trying to dig out of a hole themselves. This pass complete to Kalea Kai, and he has a first down out near midfield. Santa Rosa getting a drive together. Their crowd very large and very loud as they continue to drive down the field. Steele's pass is complete to Cassius Banks, and he's down near the 15-yard line. A beautiful opportunity here for Santa Rosa, but then disaster strikes. As he is rolling out, the ball is batted out of his hands, and it's picked up by the Windsor Jaguars. Justin Fagata, who knocked the ball away and came up with the fumble, and it is the Jaguars in control as we head to the fourth quarter. Later on this drive, it is David Escarcega who gets to the end zone. A beautiful hole opened up by the offensive line, and it's 31-7 Windsor. The Jaguars are in control, but don't go away just yet. The Panthers put a drive together. Cassius Banks, who has a huge night, gets down inside the 15-yard line for a big first down, and then Santa Rosa would get on the board again.
Steele keeps. Big hole right side, down inside the 5, and he dives over for a touchdown.
Quarterback keeper by number 12, Isaiah Steele.
Quarterback Isaiah Steele tightens the game up a little bit, but they're going to need a 2-point PAT in order to keep hope alive, and Cassius Banks does get one. Notice that play as they sweep to the left out of the T formation. Fourth down now for Windsor as they try to put the game away, but the pass deep into the end zone falls incomplete, and Santa Rosa still has hope as they get the ball back, facing a big fourth down.
Hope alive, 3:42 to go. Steele to throw. Has a man. Kalea Kai's got it. He's got the first down the sideline, trying to break a tackle and almost
Pass complete to number 5.
The Panthers keep this drive alive and hope alive, and now it's Steele hitting Kalea Kai again, who slips down the sideline, steps out of bounds inside the 5, but it's first and goal Santa Rosa. They pitch it out to Blake Thomas, looking for his second touchdown of the night, and he's in. Once again, they will need a 2-point PAT, however, in order to make it a one-score game with time running out on the Panthers.
Steele sends a man in motion, looking to throw that way. Blake Thomas has it. It's a 2-point PAT.
Two-point conversion is good.
It's 31-23, an 8-point lead for Windsor. Their huge lead evaporating. Third down, they need a first down. Kobe Roman hit by Trayvon Manning, and he comes up short. Windsor will have to punt the football back, and Santa Rosa strikes again.
26 first down. Steele going deep. He's got Clay Kai. He's got it at the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Santa Rosa. Clay Kai. 65 yards. Touchdown, Santa Rosa.
Just a minute and 30 left, and again, they'll need a 2-point PAT or the game is over. Can they get it? It's that same play off the left side, and Cassius Bank gets in. It's 31-31, but Windsor does have a little bit of time on the clock with the Santa Rosa crowd going crazy. Third down and long. Kobe Roman in trouble, but look what he does with his feet. Roman gets out of trouble, gets all the way out past the 30 to the 40-yard line, and finally goes down near midfield. And he would have another big run later in the drive down near the 20 to set up an opportunity for kicker Olin Piotr to win this game with just a few seconds remaining. Piotr's kick is up. It looks good, but it fades just to the right. And this game ends regulation in a 31-31 tie, and we are going to overtime. Windsor will have the football first in overtime, and they would get on the board as they run a little play action pass to Jackson Bauman out of the backfield, and he scores, and they lead by 7. They go for the 1-point PAT, and Piotr nails it to make it 38-31. Now it's Santa Rosa's turn. It's Cassius Banks on a little pitch out, and he gets in to make it 38-37. Now the question is, what will the Panthers do? They are going to go for the win right here and now. Do or die. They'll try the 2-point PAT, and it's that same play they've run several times. Cassius Banks is hit near the goal line. Is he in? Is he out? They fall into the end zone, but the officials blew the whistle just before the pile fell forward, and they rule him down at the 1-inch line. Santa Rosa is stunned. They thought they had won this football game, but they came up just inches short, and the Windsor Jaguars win it 38-37. They are moving on in the North Coast section playoffs, and a scene that exemplifies the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. An unbelievable season for the Santa Rosa Panthers, but it comes to an end at the Windsor High School football field, 38-37. They win a playoff game for the first time in many, many years, and they almost win an NCS quarterfinal before they fall, before their season comes to an end. Here on YSN365.com.